Maybe what you should do is just check your attitude.
Ensure he has a medical cannabis license if he is going.
When he doesn't have one.
I was using prior to this
Not
case.
at this time, but Mr.
I should already had it.
I think you better cooperate. What I should do, Mr. Wilson, is I should lock you up. They do not deserve to in any way be disrespected.
There's no excuse, but it's just so much on me right now. It's just...
You weren't going to see the light of day through Thanksgiving. It was the people you disrespected that even started me maybe changing my mind about where you should spend Thanksgiving.
This defendant thought he found a loophole by taking a drug test and refusing to sign the release form. Then, after disrespecting court staff behind the scenes, he walks in front of the judge acting like he's the victim. Meanwhile, the deputies he mouthed off to are the only reason he isn't sitting in jail right now.
Assistant Public Defender Chinazi K. Akinwumi, Your Honor, on behalf of Anthony Wilson.
Your name, sir?
Anthony Wilson.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I just want to confirm the note, but Mr. Wilson indicates that he and Mr. Warren Green intended to set this matter for preliminary examination.
That's fine, except that I have violation report.
Dated yesterday, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, he got the email.
Where he's not gone over to, he's missed 3 tests at community correction.
So I don't stay out here. I've been testing in Detroit, Michigan. So
Well, there's a way to do that, but this is not the way, because I don't know anything about any testing in Detroit.
Trying to pull up the information, Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
he got the information. Where are my lawyers?
Okay. Well, then, Your Honor, can we pass this matter? He indicates that he's already given some information to the court.
To who?
Mr. Warren Green, Alex.
This man.
He's saying he gave it to Warren Green?
Yep, so.
Where is Mr. Warren Green?
Judge, he's next door.
I'm looking forward to tell you what.
That's fine. Your Honor, it looks like what he's showing me are drug test results from ADCS lab. Obviously, I'll need to. Can you send it to me?
To do what?
I just wanted to look at the results that he's showing me, Your Honor. It looks like he did. This test was dated 11/11. Well, no, 11/9. You have another one?
Yeah, they both are.
Okay.
There's another one right up under it.
And then there's another collection that was dated on 11/7.
Who's he doing that testing for?
It's A as in apple, D as in Daniel.
I get it, but why is he testing?
It's supposed to be for cocaine.
Pardon?
So, who's telling you the test? Are you calling community correction? When you remember stuff, you got it.
They gave me a new color. Like once I went to the place, they gave me an actual color that I called instead of that number.
Who gave you a color?
The location where I go to do my dropping.
Okay, but why are you testing at that location?
Because I'm from Detroit. I don't stay out here. I've never been out here until I encountered with this case. I had this situation. So the agent that's over this whatever, she gave me an address and a couple addresses in Detroit where I could go do.
She told you to test there. Did you sign the release?
Yeah, they have all my information.
What was her name?
What is the
Your Honor, may I?
Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Alex Warren Green on behalf of Mr. Wilson. Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Wilson about the missed samples reported by Community Corrections here. He provided me screening results from ADCS lab in Detroit. When I spoke with Mr. Wilson last night, I told him he needs to make sure that those results are being reported directly to Community Corrections. If I could show the people briefly and approach the court with these results. He did submit to testing there on...
Can you find out if they referred him over there? Because he's telling me that Community Corrections sent him there.
They did.
All I can see, Your Honor, in the report is it says local testing in Detroit permitted. I don't know if they gave him a specific...
In what?
In the bond violation report. It definitely doesn't specify ADCS lab on McNichols, but I guess...
Did he sign a release? I guess I'm trying to figure out why these results aren't getting here.
My suspicion is he did not sign the appropriate releases.
I signed all the paperwork they gave me. I don't know. If you want to take the number, you can call them and figure out what's going on.
You have those papered?
I do, Your Honor.
Have the people
No, I
seen?
have not.
Refusing to sign the release form isn't some genius strategy. All it really does is make it look like you're more interested in technicalities than actually staying sober. If you're clean, you sign the paper. If you're stalling, the court notices that too.
How many tests are we looking at?
There's two tests, Your Honor, that I'm looking at now. There's a test from 11/7 that was collected and 11/9.
And are they negative?
No, they're positive for THC.
That's correct, Your Honor. So with community corrections reporting misses on November 7th, November 12th, and November 17th, it seems like the position we're in with what we have is that he has probably one true miss at this point, along with the positive THC results. And I told Mr. Wilson if he is using marijuana for...
Does he have a card?
I told Mr. Wilson he would need to get a medical marijuana card if he wanted to use it for medical
He
reasons.
doesn't have a card he's on bond. Can't do it.
The other
Understood,
issue,
Your
Your Honor, is
Honor.
that the most recent test was 16 days ago.
What's not-
November 9th was the most recent test.
No, it just went on, I think Saturday. It was either Friday,
When?
Based on the paperwork I have, it's been 16 days.
it's either Friday or Saturday.
Where's that test result?
This is what they emailed me this morning, like literally.
Your Honor, what I would note is that the two results that we do have, the date collected and the test date are in one case 4 days apart and in one case 2 days apart. So I don't know if they have a delay in getting the results from their testing. I am not familiar with this agency at all, ADCS Lab.
Why is he still using marijuana?
Your Honor, I spoke to Mr. Wilson and he tells me he has been a marijuana user for a long time. I told him he needs to ensure he has a medical cannabis license if he is going.
When he doesn't have one.
I was using prior to this
Not at
case.
this time, but Mr.
I should
Wilson,
already had positive marijuana results the first time I went.
hold on. Mr. Wilson assures me he will take the steps he needs to get licensed to use marijuana if he
But he could have been doing that from the beginning of this case.
understood, Your Honor.
But he hasn't done it.
Your Honor, my request.
Well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take him back. You call the place. If he tested, you said he went yesterday?
When did you
I
went?
can give you the number. You can call
You
me
said
now.
Friday or Saturday. Is
Yeah,
that correct?
literally.
Okay.
I just called them because they had to send an email this morning. I literally just got off the phone with them. Here go the hours right here too.
Okay. Just give me the number. I'll get in touch with you.
This is crazy.
I just need some confirmation that he indeed tested.
That's how it
And
works.
I'm going to decide what to do with it.
So what does that say? Yeah,
Your Honor, I
Saturday at
appreciate the
7:30 in the morning. That's why I was just there.
I appreciate the court's consideration, Your Honor. I'll speak with the lab and I'll speak with my client.
You can take him back.
I gotta give them the number to the place.
I got it.
No, that's not the number. Here, the number's right here in my message. Like,
Oh,
you don't have it because it's right here. It's 313. Here, take the number. Take the number to the place. 552 3335.
thank you. I'll come back and talk to you in a second.
It's probably that you got it. Damn. Girl.
I think you better cooperate.
The wild part is he kept arguing even while getting walked toward a holding cell. Most people get quiet when the cuffs start coming out, but not him. He was still acting like he could talk his way out of the situation right up until the end.
Anthony Wilson.
Your Honor, I appreciate the court's accommodation in passing this matter. Before we broke, the court asked that I get in contact with the lab in Detroit that Mr. Wilson's been testing at. We were able to do that. Mr. Wilson did provide a sample on November 22nd. The test results have not yet been processed by that lab. But with that said, Your Honor, he is drug tested November 7th, November 9th, November 22nd, which is consistent with random testing once a week, which was initially ordered. The issue is he needs to have these results provided to community corrections by signing a release of information. And if the court is so gracious as to continue his bond, I would make sure that is done. That said, we have no result for the November 22nd date. And I think the bigger issue here is Mr. Wilson tested positive for THC in the first 3 samples he provided, and he expects he'll test positive for THC in the sample he just provided. I spoke to Mr. Wilson, and he is going to take the steps to get a medical cannabis license or refrain from using marijuana while he's on bond. And he understands that cannot use marijuana while on bond. Your Honor, I would ask the court to consider continuing his bond based on the fact he's made his 2 court appearances. He has not been charged with, or he hasn't been convicted of any crimes in, it looks like, about 10 years based on my review of his criminal history. Mr. Wilson is a father. He has 2 young kids, and when I went back to speak with him, his number 1 concern was making sure those kids get picked up from school. So we did make arrangements to make sure that happened. Mr. Wilson works 2 jobs. He works for DoorDash and Uber in addition to currently building his home business. Your Honor, I would ask the court to consider continuing his bond. I don't believe he's a threat to the public. I don't think he's a flight risk, and with these bond violations, he's going to get compliant with his bond.
He's gonna what?
He's going to get compliant with his bond and remain compliant with his bond.
What I should do, Mr. Wilson, is I should lock you up for a couple of reasons. One, you're in violation of your bond, but at least you've been testing. Explain to me something now, because your counsel makes a good argument about kind of letting you go and letting you do these things. Explain to me, when I sent you back, why you had to act like you did.
I didn't act like anything.
Mr. Wilson. Your Honor, when I spoke to Mr. Wilson,
What were you telling these officers? Because all they're doing is following my order. So if you want to maintain that you did nothing, then we'll maintain that, and I'll just make my darn decision. They do not deserve to in any way be disrespected.
Then he decides to disrespect deputies in the hallway like none of it matters. That's one of the worst mistakes you can make in court. Everything gets reported back to the judge eventually.
I apologize for my outburst of what I may have said. At the moment, because someone used my name, I'm going through this instance, so I'm totally innocent. I'm being really drugged through the mud because of this. So I'm very frustrated, and I'm sorry, Your Honor.
I get it.
So
Is that anybody in this room's fault?
I take accountability for my action. I apologize for the way I acted. There's no excuse, but it's just so much on me right now. It's just, I've never been to Ann Arbor in my life. And the 2 times I've been here, I've been in cuffs both times. And I've never been here in my life.
Maybe, can I just say this? Maybe what you should do is just check your attitude. And I'm dead serious about that. Because when I found out what happened back there, you weren't going to see the light of day through Thanksgiving.
I understand, Your Honor.
And you know what's funny about that is? It was the people you disrespected that even started me maybe changing my mind about where you should spend Thanksgiving. Because while you had already disrespected them, they realized that you've got kids, that you want to be someplace.
Yes.
So instead of giving them a hard time, you ought to thank them.
I thank them for what they did. They helped me get in contact with my family to at least check on my kids.
Exactly.
I'm responsible for them, and without me, they can't get back and forth to school or anything.
Right. And they got that, didn't they?
Yes.
And they made sure that you could do, that's the only reason that you're still back there right now.
I understand, Your Honor.
Think before you start doing stuff, all right?
Yes.
And I realize you may be frustrated by this whole process, about everything that's going on.
Totally, Your
But
Honor.
young man, give it a chance to just work itself through. Because acting the way that you're acting now, those kids are going to be without dad.
You're absolutely right, Your Honor. These couple of hours away from them has been a lot.
Yeah. And think about it if it were just a few days. Because again, that's where you were.
I understand, Your Honor.
The craziest part is he still got released on bond afterward. Not because he earned it, but because court staff showed restraint because of his kids. That's not luck, that's patience he probably didn't deserve.
Are we adjourning this out?
Your Honor, I would request that this matter be set for examination.
So all of the discovery is complete. You have everything.
I believe so, Your Honor.
People have their witnesses available the 23rd.
We will try for that date, Your Honor. One of my officers, I'll have to double check with him, but I'll try for that date.
Preliminary examination in person, December 23rd, 2025, noon. That's before me, Mr. Wilson.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So you will have an opportunity to show me if you can use your head about this.
You're right, Your Honor. Yes.
You hear me?
Yes, 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 sir.
And if you come back here before me and that's not it, we're going to have a problem. And when I have a problem with people, who wins?
Probably you do most of the time.
Probably in here, always.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Excuse me, is there anything I need to sign before? Because that's the whole problem we're having here.
What do you mean?
I'll make sure the appropriate releases are.
Oh, the release. I don't have the release. So here's what you got to do, young man. The place that you're testing,
Yes.
you got to get a release. Then the public defender can help you. You got to get a release to them to release the result to community corrections.
Okay.
Okay. The other thing you got to do is you got to get on that medical marijuana card so you're not in violation there.
Okay.
You got it?
Yes, sir.
So it's really simple. Don't mess it up.
Yes, sir.
Continue. And you know what? Those street folks around you, you need to thank them for your freedom. Because
Yes, sir.
I wasn't going to do it.
Thank you, sir. Have a happy holiday.
You do the same.
He tried to outsmart the system with paperwork games and attitude, and it almost cost him everything. The only reason he walked out free is because the people around him showed more discipline than he did. Would you have let him go home after that meltdown? Let me know down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.